Welcome back to the kitchen. Today, for the very first time, I am going to try my hand at making focaccia bread. I will have the recipe down in the description box, but very briefly, we are using 1.5 cups of water, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 3.5 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of yeast. We will use some additional oil for the bottom of the pan as well as on top of the focaccia dough once it's done. I did learn a few things when I first made this, and I'm going to continue making it. It turned out very, very, very fantastic. I think I could maybe do a couple things differently next time. I wasn't really quite sure how this dough was supposed to kind of initially the texture, consistency, but it really did turn out amazing, which is why I always urge everybody just try it. Give yourself the grace to know that if it doesn't turn out as expected, I bet you there is still something you can do to enjoy it. So I learned a couple things along the process. I'm going to try maybe a couple different recipes as well, compare them, and then do what I usually do, which is kind of blend a couple recipes together of what I enjoy and don't. I think I could have cooked this a little bit longer, but I was, concerned about overcooking it too because I've never done it before. But I'm going to show you what I did then later that night for our lunches the next day. Now, I know many of us, at least I think most of us, enjoy Panera bread, but it has gotten way, way too expensive for me and my family to enjoy. Even me, for myself, going to get some lunch or maybe a late dinner, it's just so expensive. And so I do what I do, and that's give myself a challenge to see if I can make it at home. So I made sure that this focaccia bread cooled completely, and I'm slicing it up into sandwiches. If you had watched my Sam's Club haul, I had gotten some salamis. It's a trio pack to try and make a, I don't know if this is really at Panera by any means, but it's a style of sandwich you would probably find at a deli or Panera, something like that. So there's 3 different types of salamis in this package. I'm going to use the mozzarella cheese that I have gotten from Azure Standard. I will say if I make this sandwich again, it would be really, really good with the fresh mozzarella cheese. I'm also using some turkey that I got probably, I think it was a week prior to this. I had fed a crowd of people that was at my house doing some work. And so we are using up a little bit of that lunch meat that's left. And then just regular standard salami. And there's that mozzarella cheese from Azure Standard. It is so, so good. I really recommend giving Azure Standard's cheese a try. I also really like to order from Thrive Market. You can find them in the supermarkets too, I'm sure. Roasted red pepper. It's a whole entire pepper that I just cut in half then for the 2 sandwiches. We really like pesto, and I did not do any basil this year. I'm super bummed, but I did a bunch last year, and I made some pesto sauce that I kept frozen in ice cube trays. You turn it out of the ice cube tray, and then of course you can keep those cubes in a bag in your freezer until you need it. And that's what I did. I thawed out 2 of my ice cube pesto ice cubes, and that's what I'm using here with some strawberry sweet balsamic vinegar that I think I got from Aldi. And this stuff is so good. It's just very, very good. And it's like a syrupy glaze. Oh, it's phenomenal paired with that pesto basil and that mozzarella that's in the sandwich. I'm telling you, me, my husband, and my daughter really enjoyed this sandwich for lunch. I will say, if we make this again, we all decided we would either do one of two things, and it would be to build our sandwich the day of, right before we eat our lunch, or put it on ciabatta bread. Even though this focaccia bread was very, very delicious, and we toasted it again for a different dinner in the not toaster oven, the air fryer. Oh boy, that was absolutely amazing. This bread can be made within about an hour. You make it, it sets out on the counter for an hour, you bake it for 20 or 30 minutes, and then you can enjoy it. I really hope you give that recipe a try, and I will see you the next time we're in this kitchen. Thanks for watching.